Hello everyone, and welcome back to Oblivion, as we stand here at Cloud Ruler Temple, watching these I was gonna say guys. Are they both guys? They're both guys. Watching these two guys whack each other with swords for a very important reason. While I do my little intro preamble, I feel normal. I uploaded the new Morrowind video yesterday, and I thought, seeing as how in that video we spent, there we go. By observing these blades at practice, you've picked up a couple of new moves. Your blade and block skills have both been raised by 2 points. The blade skill's not particularly useful to us, but obviously the... no. For some reason I had in my head I took block as a skill. Oh well, more skill points can't help. Can't help. Can't hurt. Dearie me, we're off to a great start today. Also, they literally can't hurt because the way I foolishly set up my leveling mod for this entire challenge is that these attributes are only going to be affected by our skill levels and nothing else. So I'm basically going to want to kind of try to level up as much stuff as possible, but I am also going to be trying to stick to the heart of the challenge, which is mainly confining myself to the major skills, which, just as a reminder, are athletics, blunt, heavy armor, destruction, restoration, acrobatics, and security. Obviously, skills like armorer, block, more mercantile, maybe even sneak and speechcraft to a certain degree, I would consider more as just sort of support, miscellaneous kind of skills. So I'm not particularly stressed about not leveling those ones up overall. But as far as, you know, the base game combat encounters and everything goes, I'm going to try as much as possible to stick predominantly to those major skills. Obviously, Oblivion's very different to Morrowind in that nothing is gated by skills or abilities. You can rise through the guilds, you can do the story quests and everything. There is no real sort of barriers there as far as the way that you've built your character, so I'm less stressed. This is more just an excuse to have fun playing with Morrowind than really a, you know, strict sense of rules. And if we're counting all the skills my character actually had in Morrowind, obviously you could have basically twice as many skills. So a lot of these, I had a block skill, definitely. I had a sneak skill. I'm pretty sure I took mercantile as well. So yeah, I mean, things are nebulous at best. So the plan for today's episode is, what am I looking for? Map. This is the problem with jumping through all these games all the time. I keep forgetting where everything is as far as controls and UI layouts and whatnot. Okay. Thank you, by the way, to the commenter who taught me that this is pronounced, I'm going to try my best here, Abyssian, or potentially Abyssian. It's either Abyssian. I'm going to think Abyssian because that kind of rolls off the tongue a little bit better. Abyssian. So thank you. I apologize for what you would have had to have endured with my multiple attempts and failures at pronouncing that one. So speaking of the Abyssian Sea, we shall Abyssy you over in Anvil. I got one terrible pun out of it in the last episode that I'm now terrified that because I thought it was Abbaset, but now I'm feeling like maybe it was Abyset, which still feels like a weird word, but I mean, it's Elder Scrolls. Everything's a weird word, so who knows? And what we are going to want to do here in Anvil is join up with both the Mages Guild and the Fighters Guild, because conveniently, if memory serves, unless I'm really having a bit of a brain fart here, you can join this is one of the 2 or 3 cities you can actually join the Fighters Guild in. But we're going to start off with the Mages Guild because their quest is going to take me out of town. This is actually one of my favorites of the Mages Guild recommendation quests. Oh, whoa, don't run away, Carol. No, that's not Carol. I'm probably too early. Or too late. What time is it? It is literally midnight. Okay, never mind. Let's wait until morning. Just stand here in the middle of the Mages Guild staring at the wall, and hopefully Carahill! Hello, Carahill. I see that you have got your painful piercings removed. Sorry. Oh, dear me. Anyway, I'm having a goof. Carahill.
Hello there. Is there something with which I can assist you? Perhaps you're curious about joining the Mages Guild.
Yes, well, I've heard very good things about you from my friend Legolas. Actually, no. Well, no, I can't miss up the timeline like that because this is canonically Claire the Nerevarine, who is not obviously going to exist in the same universe because, yeah, Legolas is in a different version where she is theoretically going to become Nerevarine at some stage if we ever get bored with the mods and decide we're going to do the main story. Anyway, so Legolas met her in her modded Morrowind incarnation, and here she is looking very severe in Oblivion.
As long as you're not a wanted criminal, there's a place for you in the guild. Are you interested?
That's why I'm asking.
All right, then. You're now an associate of the Mages Guild. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You'll need to receive a recommendation from each local guild hall in Cyrodiil to advance in the guild and be given any sort of responsibility. They can be done in any order, but they must all be sent in to the council before you can enter the Arcane University.
And so, yeah, that's how the Mages Guild works in Oblivion. For the, I don't know, maybe 2% of people watching who haven't played this game somehow. So unlike Morrowind, where your ability to advance through the guild is based off of your attributes and your skill levels, in this game, basically, you join the guild, you get a recommendation quest from each of the counties, which then allows you to access the Arcane University in the Imperial City, which is where the sort of, if you want to consider the main quests of the guild are. And as I said, there is absolutely no barrier. You can literally do all of these at level 1 if you want to. I wouldn't recommend it, although maybe I would because of the way that leveling works in Oblivion. You probably actually want to do everything in this game at level 1, unless you're running a bunch of mods like I am that kind of balances the enemy leveling a bit better. So anyway, we are going to start with the Anvil recommendation because it's one of my favorite quests. And yes, I'm going to let the voice acting play out a little bit more in this one. I know I kind of got carried away and skipped through a lot of voice acting in the first video. There's a lot. It's kind of like Skyrim. There's so much voice acting in this game, and the episode was over an hour with me skipping all the voice acting. So I don't know. I'm going to try for a balance of the important voice acting, and just I don't know. Let me know in the comments how much you want. I'll obviously let the funny meme lines play as well. But
unlike some frivolous tasks you may be given at other guild halls, this is a serious matter and has consequences. Are you prepared?
Boy, am I.
Then allow me to explain the task. The Council of Mages has entrusted me with resolving a situation along the Gold Road. Several traveling merchants have been found dead along the Gold Road recently, with even more missing. The Council has asked that I put a stop to it. You are going to help me do so.
Isn't that dangerous? Why me? Yes, isn't that dangerous?
Indeed, it may well be. I see no reason to shelter you from situations the Guild deals with on a daily basis. This is the important work, the work that matters. I have no time for Guild recruits that are useless in the field. This will be an excellent way for you to prove yourself. As you are new to the Guild, you are less likely to be recognized as a member. This may give you an advantage in getting to the root of the problem.
She actually makes an interesting point there, and that's why I really enjoy this quest, because this is one of the rare times that you actually see the Mages Guild really doing anything at all. And you can kind of see why, by the time of Skyrim, the guilds have kind of been obliterated. Because if you go by what you actually do for these guilds, like the Fighters Guild in Morrowind, and even to an extent in Oblivion, are glorified mercenaries at best, and fully corrupt if you're to go by Morrowind. And for all intents and purposes, the Mages Guild in Morrowind is equivalent to like a magical mafia for the most part. They are either bullying every other magical practitioner out of Vardenfell or hiding around reading books all day. And Oblivion's even worse. They literally do nothing. They outlaw a bunch of necromancers, don't realize that the literal king god of the necromancers has returned, send a guildmate that potentially, depending on the quest, joined the guild about a week ago to deal with everything, and potentially has no magical skills. You're not actually required to cast a spell at any stage in this quest. Sorry, Carahill, I know you're just staring at me while I ramble. Carahill and the Anvil Guild in general seems to be the only guild that is actually serving any purpose whatsoever.
We believe the killings are the actions of a rogue mage. Battle mages have been sent to the Bruma Cross Inn, the only common link between the victims. You are to travel north to the Bruma Cross Inn and speak with Ariel Gerard. She will give you further instructions.
And here's a cool thing that I learnt recently. If you ask her more about this
Some
mage...
mages do not abide by the principles of the guild and operate outside its boundaries. Many hold little value for the lives of others. The frost burns found on the victims in this case indicate a mage was responsible for their deaths. Likely nothing more than simple robbery. These scrolls should provide sufficient resistance to frost magic when and if you do encounter this rogue mage. Use them wisely.
Yeah, she just gives you a bunch of frost resist scrolls, which is really cool. Anyway, for now, we are going to leave Carahill to her important book studies. How are we doing for gold at the moment? Not much. Okay, so in that case, we are going to do... Oh, I'm immediately over-encumbered. Because I'm carrying around a whole bunch of steel armor still. Oh, dear. Never mind. I was going to say... Whoops. I was going to say, we will immediately do what everyone does when they join the Mages Guild and steal all their stuff and sell it back to them. But I cannot do that because I am already over-encumbered. So, instead, I am going to go and sell off this steel armor, which I should be able to do at a shop somewhere. Marabin's Peacemakers, that sounds like an armor thing.
Varel Morvain.
Sorry, Morvain,
making weapons
not
and
Morvain.
arms here in Let's do business.
Okay, you're going to buy my stuff. What can I sell you? Oh, yeah, I've still got all those katanas that I stole as well. That's right, I totally forgot I went on a little blades-related robbery spree.
You got...
There, 6 left. Okay, silver battle axe, like silver war axe does more... Nice. Does more damage, but it weighs 20. I can probably get another one of them by the time I actually need it. That's fine. Might buy some repair hammers as well, just to have some on hand, I think. Be worth bumping my repair skill up.
Take care.
When I get the chance.
The children are starving.
Okay.
Please. Hi there.
So, if we pop out this way. I was just thinking, I wonder whether that crypt's over there, but that feels highly unlikely. I'm so slow. I feel like I'm running in slow motion. The worst part of being this slow is I actually remembered not long after doing that episode that I actually took speed. I think I went strength and speed. It was either strength and speed or it was endurance and speed, but I definitely took speed as a favored stat in Morrowind because I knew what the movement system in that game was like. So, yeah, Claire has had some issues with some of her attributes in between Vardenfell and Oblivion in this timeline. Maybe we can consider it a unexpected side effect of her uncured case of Corpus. And I say uncured, I mean it's technically cured in that the cure that you take in Morrowind removes all the negative aspects, but, you know, maybe it just slowed down all the negative aspects, so her speed has just been draining at a very slow rate.
This
Hello,
is a
Mr.
hold-up.
Bandit.
Hand it over, or
No! Take it from me if you can.
today you die.
Get a chance to try my new axe out. Nice. Oh, do you have a lockpick? Grab one of those. Okay. Very nice. So, yes, in the mod in Morrowind, much like Carthwassen in Skyrim, they actually turned Brunacross into an entire town. And we will probably end up going there, if not in the next episode, very soon in the Morrowind playthrough, because they've got their own Mages Guild and Fighters Guild. I believe Fighters Guild? They've definitely got a Mages Guild there. However, in Oblivion here, obviously Brunacross is just this little inn. The Brunacross Inn. Not to be confused with Brunner Crossing. Hello, horsey. And if we hop over here,
Hi.
we will meet up with...
Read any good books lately?
She's always talking
I
with
read
Kim and
the Real
Older.
Baron's Ire recently. Quite a piece of work.
I've not read that yet. It's a shame there isn't more time to spend with good books.
No, of course, typical mages.
Take care. What is it?
Hello, Kim and Older.
Hello there.
General Kenobi. I swear every time I've come in this inn for this quest, they have been having this exact conversation in this exact spot. It's actually kind of crazy. Anyway, this is Ariel Gerard. This is the person that... I don't know. Is that one of my mods that's allowed me to do that? I don't ever remember being able to do that in the base game. That is hilarious. Sorry, Ariel. Yeah, she is the person that we have been asked to meet. And she is tiny. She got sick of me waiting to her. Hello, Ariel.
Stranger. What can I do for you?
Cariel has sent you, has she not? Go and speak with Christoph. Rent a room for the night. Once you have your room, I will meet you there. If anyone asks, you are a travelling merchant, nothing more. Do not say otherwise to anyone.
No, friend. I'm afraid I don't know the way to Shaden Hall. But good luck in your travels. Please excuse me.
This quest also has some of the best voice acting in the entire game. I thought you were... Are you going to go talk... No, you're going to talk to Christoph
Yes.
now.
Where does our food come from? the Heartlands and the Nibanaean Valley. And Skingrad? Great wines, cheeses, and tomatoes.
Yes.
I've been hearing disturbing tales about...
Welcome to the Brina Cross
Yes.
Inn. Can I interest you
I
in
love
something
this
to
game
eat?
so
or
much.
perhaps a bed for the night?
Yes, I am interested in a bed for the night.
Let me guess. Travelling on business? You don't look like you're out for a stroll.
No, I suppose not. I'm a merchant.
Yes, thought so. We get
Yes,
many
that's-
of them
That's
travelling
what I look
through
like,
here.
a merchant.
Well, we
In
used to.
full
Haven't
blades
seen
and
as many
steel
lately.
armour.
What with
And my
the,
fluffy hat.
Well, you know, the murders. I don't like to talk about it much, as it's bad for business.
I don't like to
At
talk
any
about
rate,
it much, he
would you
says,
care for a
while
bed for the night?
randomly bringing up the murders to a person who
Right
wants to
then.
stay here
The bed is
for
just
no
upstairs
reason
at the back
whatsoever.
of the
But it's bad for
Sleep
business,
well.
you know. Oh, dear. Anyway, we're going to head up to the room and... Oh, sorry, Caminada.
Pardon me, did I hear you say that you're a traveling merchant?
Why, yes, you did.
Don't you worry, what with the recent killings and all? I'd be ever so scared if it were me. I haven't left the inn in days, just in case. Well, you take care of yourself. I'd hate to hear about another senseless death. Good luck to you.
Well, that's not suspicious at all. You're going to go back and talk to... Oh, no, we're going to talk to
Heard any news
Kiara now.
lately?
Make sure not to eat nightshade. It's very poisonous.
Good to know.
Bye.
Good to know.
Goodbye.
Oh, you're going to talk to me here, Ariel? No, you're going to come up to the room with me. I thought she was going to trigger the dialogue right there. That's disappointing. Okay, come on. This is not suspicious at all. Just sneaking off to this room together that I've just rented. Come on. Do your weird whispers.
All right, it should be safe to speak here. Once you've rested here, you need to continue along the Gold Road, heading east towards Kvatch. I shall be following out of sight, along with a fellow battle mage. Make no attempts to speak to us. Trust that we will protect you. Should you be confronted by this cowardly mage, do not hesitate to protect yourself by whatever means possible. Once the mage has revealed himself, we will step in and settle a matter quickly. Now get yourself some sleep. You'll need to be well rested.
All right. Oh, come from creepy whispering to just screaming at me instead. Okay, so we're going to take a nice sleep until morning. 20 hours, that should be nice and rested. And yes, we are going to follow her directions and take a little morning stroll. And I apparently have in my sleep found the deed to Frostcrag Spire. Fantastic. I was just in Bruma. And yes, here are my very stealthy battle mages. Ariel, looking much better. She's going to get very annoyed at me if I talk to her. So let's just take a little jog. What should I have ready? Fight ice with ice. Cross shield, 10% for 30 seconds. Now, we'll never understand why they nerfed the magic system so hard in Oblivion. Everything is just so weak and barely lasts for any time at all. What has happened up here? Oh dear. Oh, I'm going to have some backup.
I'm afraid your journey ends here, traveler. I'll be taking whatever you're carrying. After you're dead, of course. I do hope it's more than the last few had. They were most disappointing.
Most disappointing. There you go. Freeze. I don't have enough magic. Oh, no, sorry. Sorry.
Looks like you
Sorry.
are in some trouble. Since we're friends, don't worry. I'll look the other way.
This is the Legion guy. I wonder, has he come here from Kvatch? Look at this. There's a scamp. I've never seen this before. This is cool. So I'm guessing he was riding...
Excuse me. I'm on duty. Stay safe, citizen.
Maybe he's just one of the random Imperial spawns who just happened to run into a scamp. Yeah, Caminaldi, you got anything? Got some gold and some potions. I will definitely be taking those. Fat lot of good you guys were. Where's Ariel? She didn't even bother showing up. I don't even think she's left Britta Cross yet. Yeah, there she is. Yeah, just wander back. Never mind, does she actually say anything? I've never, ever gone back to talk to her after doing this.
You've done well. The Gold Road should be a little safer for now. You should return to Anvil and let Carahill know the work is complete. We'll remain here and clean things up.
Man, here you walked away.
Take care.
Never mind. Okay, back to Anvil.
Rogue Mage, has he been found? A she, you say? And she's dead. Well, Ariel and Roliand did what needed to be done. No more innocent deaths. At least for now.
Ariel and Roliand did absolutely nothing.
Well enough for yourself. I'll pass along my recommendation to Raminus. Though I must say I doubt it will do you much good in the end. You'd be surprised how easily they forget about the little people.
Interesting little breadcrumb there for a later point.
Be seeing you.
In the story, does she actually say anything? What does she say about the university?
Archmage Traven has closed the doors of the university to all who are not qualified to enter. A wise decision, in my opinion. It's in the Imperial city. Perhaps someday you may be able to visit him there. He's done wonderful things for this guild.
So she does actually have some respect for...
Goodbye.
Interesting. And with that, we have our first Mages Guild recommendation. Very good. Got that one under the way. We're also going to join up with the Fighters Guild while we're here.
What can I do for you? Looking for some work? If so, the Fighters Guild can always use able-bodied new members.
Yeah, that's who we're looking for.
The Fighters Guild is always looking for new members. If you've got a clean record and don't have a bounty on your head, we may be able to use you. Are you interested in joining?
I am. Why does it put no first? It's always yes first. Oh, I must have clicked on no.
You are now an associate in the Fighters Guild. For contracts, speak either with me or with Burzgro Kosh in Cheydinhall. Good luck to you.
Cheydinhall? Cheydinhall.
Contract for you? I think I've got something that suits your experience. Arvina Phyllis has some problem with rats in her house. Yes, rats. I'm sure she can explain it to you better than I. She lives here in Anvil. Go and talk to her. Good luck.
This is very obviously a humorous Morrowind reference, because obviously the first quest in... Oops. Accidentally turned my auto sprint off. The first quest in Morrowind's Fighter Guild is to go and kill some rats in a lady's house. Some rats that are eating her pillow collections. This quest, however, is a little bit of a different twist. If we go upstairs here and find...
Oh, my poor little rat. Ah, you must be from the Fighters Guild. Good, I have a problem. It has to do with the rats in my basement.
Yes, unlike the first quest in Morrowind, where we are sent to kill some rats, in this one...
That's right. Rats in my basement, and something has been killing them. It's horrible. My poor babies. You must do something. I don't know what I'd do without them. Their little pink noses, their scaly little tails. Please get to the basement and find out what's happening.
Well, Arvina, as a recent rat owner, I understand your pain. I will go defend your rats. And only hope that someone would defend mine in the same situation. Although, I don't know how a mountain lion would get into my house. But there is a stray cat that likes hanging around and visiting us sometimes, so yeah, maybe I would need a Fighters Guild to protect my rats from the stray cat. There we go. Your rats are protected.
Well, what have you found? Did you take care of my babies? What was going on down there? Where there's one, there will be more. Find Pinarus and Ventius. He's a hunter and knows this area inside.
Whoops.
Please, go find Pinarus and those...
Me. I won't skip any more dialogue. Also me. Clicks way too fast and ends up skipping all the dialogue. Now, where is this guy? He's in his house. He's actually in his house for once. I usually find him wandering around outside, but I suppose it depends on what time you end up doing this quest.
It's you. Hi.
Something I can do for you?
Have you heard about Kvatch? They say that Daedra came from Oblivion and burned the whole city to the ground.
No!
No doubt.
What's the news from the other parts of Tamriel?
They say syndicates of wizards led a boycott of Imperial goods. Pinarus and Ventius, hunter, woodsman, and marksman at your service.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Mountain lions.
Mountain lions? Here. Odd. If they're around, I can find them. Come with me. A hunt will do us good and maybe make that old nut feel better. Let's go hunting.
Hello. Hello. Pinarus. Dude. Where did you go?
Well met.
Oh, we went out the back door. Okay. I'm like, hold on, where's... Slow down. Slow down, I am an orc in heavy armor. I can't keep pace with you. My speed stat is terrible. You know, I don't usually bother with buying horses in this game because it's better to get the acrobatics experience, but at this rate, the movement is so slow. Maybe I actually need to get a horse at some stage. Alright, let's deal with these guys. Ow. Hit the lions.
They're out here.
No, they are here.
This area.
They're literally right next to you. Hit the lion. Eddie, no. It's just me. Ah, there we go. You're gonna do something useful.
I think that'll be all of them. Can't imagine more in this area. You can go tell Arvena this is all taken care of. Good hunting.
So if they are hanging out around here, how are they getting in? It's not like there's a hole in the wall anywhere. No. So, what's the implication as to how these things are actually getting into the city? Like, are they just walking through the main gate? You have been doing a terrible job. How many mountain lions have you been letting in? Eh? Don't look at me like that. Watching you. Alright, Arvina, we're taking care of your mountain lion problem.
You've got to take care of those mountain lions!
I did take care of the mountain lions.
You think you've gotten rid of them all? You do? Well, you haven't! There's one in my basement right now! Go get it!
Yeah.
Like the gods, you killed that thing! This is ridiculous! Someone's out to get me, to get my poor babies! I'll bet it's that Quillweave next door! She's the one. She's never liked me or my sweet little pets. I know it's her. I've even seen her sneaking around in back of my house at night. She thinks she's so smart. She and all the other women. I'll show her. I want you to keep an eye on her. Find out what she's up to. Please save my little
And of course, the Dark Elf is suspicious of the Argonian. What a surprise. Right, so if we wait until 9 o'clock, I think, and we come around... I don't even know if we actually need to sneak. No, it's going to automatically trigger when I get near her. So it says that I've seen her doing stuff behind the house. Obviously, yeah, here we go. She's left some meat. There's a hole here. I still don't know how they're actually meant to be getting in the city, but that's the implication of how they're getting in the house, at least. Wait, Quillweave.
Yes? What can I do for you? You what? Well, I'm sure I don't know what you're talking about. I would never go skulking about. Fine, you've got me. I figured if I left some rotten meat outside, the nasty little things would come out, and the guards would take care of them.
Well, the problem isn't the rats. The problem is the...
Mountain lions? In her basement? I just wanted to lure her vermin outside. I didn't mean to hurt anyone, except the rats. Please, don't tell her. And if you can keep this our little secret, I can make it worth your while. There's a bit about acrobatics I can teach you. Give it some thought.
What's that? You say a free
Farewell.
Bunch of acrobatic skills? Which I believe levels up my speed? No, that's athletics. Never mind. Well, I can still get some free skills and complete the quest. So obviously, we'll do it that way. Sorry, Arvina, no one's out to get you. You're just paranoid.
She's behind it, isn't she? Tell me what you found out. I knew it. That Swit. Oh, I'll get her. You just wait. Must have taken some fast talking to get her to confess.
Helps if I click on the right dialogue option.
Thank the gods you killed that thing.
Let's,
This is ridiculous. Someone... She's the... Please save my little rat.
Try that again. Whoops. Right. Yeah, got totally distracted and once again clicked on the wrong answer. So we'll try that again. Wait out here. Spy on Quillweave. Yep, there we go. Quillweave, I saw you. Blah, blah, blah. Mountain lions. Yada, yada, yada. Run back over this way. And this time...
So, did you follow her? She's behind it, isn't she? Tell me what you found out.
She had nothing to do with it.
She didn't, huh? But you've taken care of the problem, and I suppose that's what counts. Thanks for that. Here's your payment. Oh,
yeah.
My rats are so cute.
Could sound a little bit more grateful for the fact that I saved your precious babies. Quillweave.
So, you didn't sell me out. I appreciate that. Well, I said I'd make it worth your while. So let me teach you a little something.
You've got to be light on your feet to make it around here. And that's something I'm good at. Maybe you can be too. Take care.
And there we go. That gets us some acrobatic skill increases. There we go. What does acrobatics go under? Ah, it's an endurance skill. There you go. Acrobatics up to 28. Whee! Right. So we'll go back to the Fighters Guild and turn that quest in.
I'll need someone who's at least an apprentice for this job. Maybe you're ready for advancement? You've done well so far. I hereby promote you to apprentice. Good luck. Looking for more work, eh? Good. Got a contract for you. I'd like you to go talk to Norbert Lelles, here in Anvil. He runs Lelles Quality Merchandise here in Anvil. He's been having problems with break-ins, though, and he's hired us to put a stop to it. Take care of Lelles.
Alright, so Lelles is down by the marina, I think. Lelles Quality Merchandise. And the marina is this way. I got a quest marker for it. Of course I have. It's Oblivion. My brain's still in Morrowind mode where I need to go look for everything. Nah, just follow the quest markers. Carl, follow the quest markers.
Well,
Mike. I forgot that the Oblivion.
Mike knows much, tells some. Mike knows many things others do not.
I forgot that the Oblivion Helm mod gave Mike his Oblivion for Helm from Morrowind. Yeah, lovely. What have you got for us, Mike?
Feet are for walking. Hands are for hitting. Or shaking. Or waving. Sometimes for clapping.
And sometimes for relieving people of their goods when they're not looking.
Mike wishes you well.
Anyway,
I'm listening.
Mr. Lelles.
Well, greetings. Welcome to Lelles Quality Merchandise. We have a wide range of goods to suit your needs. Oh, and perhaps you saw the sign outside? A slight mistake, you know. Bit of bad luck there. So, what can I do for you?
Yeah, right. Lelles, I hear you've been having some trouble with some break-ins.
I've lost a great deal of merchandise over the last few months. I keep replacing it, but they keep stealing it. New locks on the doors be damned. They always come at night after I've gone to bed. Maybe a mage transports them inside. You can just stay in the shop overnight. Good luck. I'm going to wait at the flowing bowl until this mess is settled. I know I can trust you to keep the place safe.
Mm-hmm. You can definitely trust me. I'm totally not going to just rob the place while you're not here. Anyway, so let's wait till... See, I'm going to drop a save, just in case we get a bit overwhelmed. Let us wait until about 10 p.m.-ish. A little bit later. 11? 12? Ah, here they all are.
Bother me? Go away. Why do you bother me? Go away.
Why won't you stop?
You're pathetic.
Yo, can we all not... Oh, goodness me. Don't all rush me at once. There we go. Yes, the ghost is going to resist the frost. Ow. There we go. That's more like it. That took a lot of damage. Okay, I'm going to... You know, this is worth very much. Taking care of the crooks. Yes, I have. Have you got anything? No, you got a teeny tiny bit of gold. So, what we are going to do is we're just going to take a little bit of compensation while we're here for all of our hard work. Because why not? And there is one last thing I want to do, which is, granted, maybe a little bit out of character for Claire, but because of the differences between Morrowind and Oblivion when it comes to stolen goods, in Morrowind you could kind of pinch whatever you want and sell it to anyone you want as long as it wasn't the person that you had stolen from in the first place, because they'd obviously realized you'd taken it. In Oblivion, you can only sell stolen stuff to a Thieves Guild fence. So obviously we are going to have to join up with the Thieves Guild so that we can actually sell any of this stolen stuff. So even though Claire was not a thief in Morrowind, necessarily as in she was not a member of the Thieves Guild, she understands that being in Oblivion now, we have to adapt to the local cultures and customs. And part of the local cultures and customs is that we cannot sell to regular vendors. So after we have reported in on this job, we're going to take a little trip over to the Imperial City and very quickly join up with the Thieves Guild so that we can cash some stuff in.
Were you able to take care of my problem with break-ins?
Yes, unfortunately they robbed you before I dealt with them.
You've gotten them? Wonderful. But their names are familiar to me. All of those men have worked for me. Amazing. I even trusted them to open up the shop in the mornings. I can't imagine what turned them to a life of crime. Sad. Well, here's your payment. Come back anytime.
How much did you give me for all that work? I just killed 3 heavily armed guys.
Ah, how great. How do you do?
100 gold. Yeah, seriously. $100 for defending a shop and killing 3 heavily armed people. Yeah, the Fighters Guild jobs suck in Oblivion. At least when it comes to pay. You can understand why in the story people have taken to working with mercenary groups instead. Never mind. We'll go report this job in, and then we're going to have a little hop over. Let's just wait until morning. 10:10. How auspicious. Yeah, we'll just have a little hop over to the Imperial City and quickly join up with the Thieves Guild so that we can make some proper money from our hard work. Okay, Azan should be upstairs again. There he is.
It's my pleasure. Please continue. Sounds like everything is taken care of there. Good work.
Any more work?
I don't have anything for anyone in your rank. Check with Burrs, Grokash, and Shade.
No, the Shade and Hole next. Okay, that's fine. We'll save the Shade and Hole stuff for next time. Oh, you got some free stuff I can have. Lovely. Help myself to that. Ceremonial Elven Cuirass. Oh yeah, all the ceremonial stuff. Have I got spare weight? I wouldn't mind pinching them to sell. They're worth quite a bit. Not the helmet, though. Helmet sucks. Yeah, we'll sell them on the way past.
How are you?
Okay, so we're not actually going to do any quests for the Thieves Guild beyond joining up. I just want access to a fence. So if I decide to, you know, pilfer the odd thing as a bit of payment for a job well done, especially if the Fighters Guild is going to refuse to pay me properly, then I will have an option of someone to go sell to, and the initial fence is... Oh. Alright. I have been having some issues with this episode. Oblivion does just... wants to keep crashing on me. I mean, Oblivion is Oblivion. It will crash. I understand that, but I have recorded all of this previous stuff that we've been doing with no issue whatsoever, and now, randomly, it's just decided it wants to crash every couple of seconds, so that is awesome. I've toggled a couple of settings. I'm hoping it's going to be stable enough to at least get this episode finished, and then we'll worry about what we are doing from there. Okay,
I know you.
You do not know me, but I want to join the Thieves Guild.
Just a name on a wanted poster. I don't trust you enough to say more than that.
Ah, but what if I throw money at you?
Oh, we understand each other perfectly. He is the King of Thieves in Cyrodiil. You could think of him as our guild master, although he would deny that title.
I'd like to join the Thieves Guild.
Let's begin. Each of you is seeking membership in the Thieves Guild. The Thieves Guild is not a myth. We are followers of the Grey Fox, and I am his doyen. Merely by finding me, you have passed the first test. It's unusual for us to have 3 potential recruits at the same time. Rather than the normal test of skill, I'm going to make this a contest.
That's not fair.
Methridel, you know the rules. However, for Amu's sake and the newcomer, let me state them clearly. Whoever brings me the diary of Amantius Electus without killing him, invite him into the guild.
Ha! I'll have it before sunrise.
Somewhere in the Imperial city, the beggars will help you locate it for a price. I can sell you lockpicks if you need them. One more thing. You cannot kill each other during this trial. You may be thieves, but not murderers. Yes.
No, I'm gonna buy
Here you go.
a couple of lockpicks.
Here you.
Should be enough. And then we're gonna follow Methridel. Taking off everything except the hat so that I can actually keep pace with people because I was so slow in that armor. Alright, here we go. Just an easy lock, shouldn't be any issues. In, I'm going to quickly log it over here to the desk, take his diary. She's going to run away. And hopefully I've done that quick enough that I can just travel straight back here and not have to wait. Please. Yeah, quickly log it around the corner. I see the torch. I think we did it quick enough. Awesome. Here we go. Oh, good, it's nice to be moving fast again. I didn't realize how much that armor was slowing me down. I'm not confused. Here you go.
Congratulations! You have returned with the diary. You have earned the right to join the Thieves Guild. You now owe your loyalty to our guildmaster, the Grey Fox.
Ah, blah, 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 blah. 3 rolls. I'm literally not going to do anything. I just want to...
Job? Look.
There's no jobs. I think that's it. I think that's all we need to worry about. Just need to now go and... Independent Fever. There we go. Awesome. So we can now hop over to... Why is it pointing me to the Elven Gardens district? That's not right. No, because I've got the wrong quest selected. We need this one. Go over to Bruma and we'll sell all of this crap. Get some more money. I do need a fence.
You got some hot.
Okay. What are you gonna buy? Everything, hopefully.
I think I...
Sell some of these potions I'm not gonna need. Sell some of these books I'm not gonna need.
That's... I think I can... That's... You got a great deal there.
Right, now we are talking. 92 gold. Now, I almost doubled that last Thieves gold. 98 gold? 98 gold, was that it? Yeah, so basically just doubled that job. Fantastic. Okay. While we are here in Bruma, I'm just gonna pop up here to the Mages Guild and pick up our next recommendation quest, but I am not going to complete it at this time because this episode has dragged on for long enough and I am already having issues with crashes and everything, so I think I'm just going to wrap this one up here. And then we'll continue with some more of these guild quests in the next episode. I can already see the footage just shuddering just a tiny bit, which is super weird. It's never done that before. What time is it? That's a little early. Jean should be here. Jean. Jean, where you at? There you are.
Hello there.
Hello.
You must be new. Oh, it's so nice to see new faces in the guild.
Isn't it ever?
If you ever need anything, just let me know. I have friends in all sorts of high places, you know, so I can get things done that others can't.
Fantastic.
And if I can do anything for you, I'd be happy to. Someday, maybe you could return the favour.
Well, for now at least, I would just like a recommendation.
A recommendation? From me? Well, of course. Raminus would naturally want my opinion, wouldn't he? This is a situation we can both benefit from, associate. You do me a small favour, and I'll happily send along a glowing recommendation. If you can find Jaskar, I'll write the recommendation immediately.
Who is Jaskar?
He's disappeared. I mean, he's really disappeared. No one here has seen him in days. Volinaro thinks maybe a spell backfired. If someone from the council were to stop by and find him gone, it'd look bad for me. I can't have that. Talk to the mages here and see what you can find out. If you can make Jaskar reappear, you'll have your recommendation.
Actually, you know what? This is a super duper quick quest. We might actually just zip through this one quickly to finish things up. Because this should only take a couple of seconds. Just need to quickly talk to Volinaro.
Volinaro, at your service. Oh, Jean has you looking for him, does she? I'm afraid you're not going to find him easily. I think a spell backfired. That's probably it.
Mm-hmm. Yes, well, why don't we just...
For you, of course.
Throw some money at you.
I appreciate the gesture. You want to find Jaskar? All right, I think I can help with that. But you have to agree to do something for me, and whatever you do, you can't tell Jean about it. All right?
All right, sounds good.
That's the spirit. You help me pull off a little prank, and I'll help you find Jaskar.
Of course. Wouldn't be the Mages Guild
Really?
without ridiculous
You're going
pranks.
to love this. I'll teach you a spell to unlock things. What you need to do is get into Jean's desk and bring me her manual of spellcraft, okay? Her room is upstairs. Make sure no one sees you. You do that for me, and I'll make sure you can find Jaskar.
Nice and easy.
Let me know when you're done with that little task.
Okay, so we're just going to pop upstairs. It's on this side. Up and around. Close the door. Open up the desk. Don't even need the spell. It's just very easy locked. Grab her manual of spellcraft. Zip back down to Volinaro.
Have you pulled that little prank yet?
You've
got Jean's book, I see. All right, then. I'll just take that from you. Meet me in the living quarters just after 10 p.m.
I like how we're discussing this literally right around the corner from where Jean is. Wonderful. Now, pop down here. 10 p.m. There's Volinaro now.
Go away.
Oh, sorry. And there's Jaskar.
Ready to find Jaskar?
I am. I think I might have found him.
You'll see.
Jaskar, there you are.
Hello there. I hear you've been looking for me.
Oh, please don't be mad.
We were just having some fun. We just got tired of Jean lording her position over us when she barely knows anything about magic. Every now and then, we like to trick her. We figured it was time to move on to a new prank. This one was getting boring anyway, so you can tell her you found me.
It actually, as much as this is like the usual, Mage's Guild being goofy, doing the pranks and whatnot, actually makes an interesting point about the fact that in Oblivion you literally can rise to Archmage without knowing anything about magic whatsoever. So I do have some sympathy for their predicament, because it is very clear that in the Imperial Mages Guild at least, you can very clearly rise all the way to the top within a couple of days of joining the guild, really.
Found him, did you? Well, I suppose that's good.
You'll have to forgive me. I seem to have misplaced something. Yes, well, let's never mind that.
Such an awkward line, that
bargain,
one.
Though, so I'll fulfill mine. Raminus will have my recommendation.
Raminus will have my recommendation.
Once you've finished your training. I'm sure we can help each other out.
Oh, Jane.
Good day.
I don't need to train. I don't need to train to join the Mages Guild at all. I could literally become Archmage with what is my magic skills at the moment. 28 Destruction, 27 Restoration. I can literally become Archmage without leveling up once. Oh well. Never mind. One cool thing from one of my mods is these added teleport things. So I'm going to very quickly zip over to Cheydinhall or Cheydinhall, depending on the pronunciation of the particular person. And we are going to... Oh, this is this quest. Oh, yes. Well. We are going to wrap things here outside the beautiful city of Cheydinhall. Probably one of my favorite looking cities, even if it isn't one of my particular favorite quests as far as the recommendations go. In fact, I might stand over by the chapel and the river. Look at this. This is a lovely spot. We'll go stand over here for the thumbnail. Next to the trees and the chapel. That's pretty. Yeah, here we go. Okay, let's swing around here for the thumbnail pose. Fantastic. Beautiful lighting. Look at that. Okay. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode. Apologies for the potential spotty quality of it. As I said, Oblivion is... Why is it every time I record something, someone comes and talks to me? Yes. Anyway, thank you so much for tuning in, and looking forward to seeing you all on the next episode. Bye-bye.